Today representing our mom. Today representing our CEOMOMS, we got Miss Alicia Yarbrough, yay! And representing the leading ladies, we have Miss Life Lounge, Miss Kimaya Vassar. And these are amazing, amazing women. I could not want to be partnered with any other people that are just amazing as them. So Miss Kimaya, I love her for her wealth of knowledge, especially for technology. Oh my gosh. So just a quick little story. Anytime that we have anything going on, we go to Miss Kimaya for like all the technology stuff because we honestly don't know what we're doing. And so she's like my Miss Fix It when it comes to technology. And she has a wealth of knowledge. And what she does is she also has, she has her job, but she works her business, right? And so that shows her tenacity. It shows how much she cares about this community because she doesn't just give to her job, she gives back to us as well. And so that's something that's so amazing. And then we have Miss CEOMOM, right? She's like the mother of us all. And what I love about her heart is that she won't let us give up. Neither one of them, really. She will not let us give up. Anytime you have any situations going on, she's going to be right there. She's going to listen to you. She's going to hear you out. And it's going to be like, okay, well, what can we do to move forward? And I love that. Neither one of these ladies allow us to stay stagnant and where we are, but show us that we can do everything that we set out to do. So in this business and in this community, in this soul tribe, we are connected by the things that we care about, like our bodies, our minds, our spirit, our living legacy. So we are connected all, just in different ways. And so we will highlight the different ways that we are all connected today. And without further ado, I would like to present to you Miss Alicia Yarbrough.
Thank you, my DJ. That was such a look. I wish we was all in the room together. I'm clapping myself. You did a phenomenal job opening up for us, introducing both of us. And I mean, you painted a clear picture of who we all, what we're about, like in about a minute. That was very concise and very accurate. I appreciate that. And thank you, Mr. Guilty, for the smooth sounds, for the visual cleansing our palette with the visuals and with the sounds, because like Miss Deanna was taking care of kids. Take care of kids, get everything situated. Look, go to the basement. Y'all better not say that. So all of that is going on behind the scenes. You might have people that are driving home from church. You may have people that are cooking dinner. You may, whatever it is that you have going on, it helps to kind of calm you down and have you focus and be present on the information that we're about to share with you all. And y'all, this is my jam. I love when we get together with the CEOMOMS, but especially when we get to collaborate and add the leading ladies piece in there to show that, guess what, women can operate in unity. Women can work together to achieve humongous goals, right? And overcome challenges together, because society wants to not just divide women. Any way that they can be divisive, that's what they're going to do, to divide and conquer. But we have a tribe where we focus on give, not just give and take, care more, love and understanding, to come together. So we're operating as our authentic self, right? For us individually, working on our purpose individually, and then coming together for a common goal. So you're going to be hearing all about that. Of course, we're going to be talking about finances and how you can make passive income, how you can make residual income. There'll be different investment opportunities that are available to you. And with that being said, we're not saying that anything is guaranteed. Because we don't know how you're going to tap into the information, the resources, the guidance, the coaching, everything that is available here for you, because we do have a blueprint of success that we have that is just laid out before us. But a lot of times people will ask me, well, what's the biggest challenge when you start in business? It's really yourself. It's really yourself and overcoming, everything You're used to doing things in a certain way, and your mindset, your thought processes has led you to this point in life. And so there has to be some type of stretching that goes on if you want to get to a higher level in life. And guess what? That stretching does not feel good. That stretching is uncomfortable, but that stretching is what is necessary for you to any goal. You have to stretch, right? You have to step outside of what your normalcy is to get something different. And so this is basically what that disclaimer is saying, is that it's going to be a risk associated with it. You sometimes you may take some lessons, but what we do here, we don't call them losses. We call them lessons because we learn from them, as Mr. Guilty says, in order to get the blessing out of it. And so how we are structured in the different communities that we have within our soul tribe are the leading ladies, are the CEO moms, are a few good men, right? CEO moms are ladies who are married or single, but we have children. We have a few good men that are led by Mr. Guilty, who is the visionary of all these communities. And so notice with that, I like to take some time, because we're not just saying males. We're not just saying, it's not just based on a gender. It really isn't. It's based on finding a few good men who really want to take the lead, fulfill their purpose in life, take on that responsibility of leading in the marketplace, of leading in their homes, of leading in their communities. And that's what A Few Good Men is all about. A space where men can be men, a space where men can be transparent, right? And get the help that they need, because you really, society just thinks about women being transparent and being open. Our men really need that space where they can say, look, I'm struggling behind the scenes and I really do need some help, right? And so that's why we focus on the total person, the total being of mind, body, spirit, and living legacy. And then we also have the leading ladies who are married or single, but they don't have any children, right? But whether you have children or not, whether you're a CEO mom, a leading lady, that aspect of a woman does not make you or break you, right? That is just a part of who we are. It's not who we are, and it doesn't define us. And I actually have, of course, Miss Deanna already introduced the beautiful Miss Kimaya. She is on the line with me, and she is going to be talking about the leading ladies. Miss Kimaya, you have the platform.
You all hear me on this evening? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thank you to all the guests. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Miss Deanna, as well as you, Miss Alicia. And I am on the road in the car as usual, and that's what I love about this opportunity we have. This is a mobile business, global and mobile. You can tap in and do it anywhere, everywhere, whenever needed. And I am out and about with my sister, but I can still stop at any moment and still operate my business and get right back into the atmosphere and into the marketplace, as Mr. Guilty likes to call it. But the leading ladies, as Miss Alicia and Miss Deanna both alluded to, is a group of women who we all have a ton of responsibility, and we do a lot for our families. As you can see on the screen, we have a lot of things going on every single day of our lives. We just so happen to not have had the opportunity to mother children either by force or choice. But then also, just because of that not happening, it allows us to still be able to tap in and to be the beacon of light and the fill in the gaps in a lot of places for our family and our households. And because of that, we have a lot of different experiences and a lot of different knowledge in ways that we can help grow women all over and who come from any walk of life. And the person who helped us to bring this all together and talk about it and give us a platform and a voice to share our opinions and our experiences that we have in sometimes a lot of similar ways, but we just have a different perspective, was the leader of this organization, Mr. David Guilty, who said, hey, you do have a platform, you do have a voice, what you think matters, your opinion matters, although some things may be all in place, about how to be a better mother, a better wife.
you can also talk a lot about how to be a better woman outside of the motherhood aspect of womanhood. And being childless is a word that a lot of people use, but that means as if we're missing something. We're not necessarily missing something. We just have filled in those gaps in different ways with children of other people. Thank God for our CEO moms, and that's why we meet the CEO moms, because they had a babies that we get to help raise and then send back to them, because we absolutely love children, as you see in these pictures. We have pictures with our nieces, our goddaughters, our cousins, our friends' children, our children and nieces have become friends amongst each other, and we get to celebrate being women amongst the young and which we call the Living Legacy Legion, of children amongst everybody. We do things like also make sure that although you are doing so many things, and a lot of leading ladies love children, they can be tapping in and doing so many other things for other people, grandmother, aunts, whoever. You can still focus on you by traveling the world, by building your body, working out, enhancing the mind, making sure that we're mentally stable so that we can step in to fill in the gaps when that niece needs a hand with the baby, or grandma needs a ride to the doctor. We're making sure we're enhancing our spirits so that we can pass that on and to teach the kids of big brother, big sister, and or that we're mentoring, or our neighbor's child, or our whoever kid is that we're helping out along the way. And so the leading ladies, we do everything around mind, body, spirit, living legacy. Currently this month we're doing wall Pilates challenge, we're doing water challenges, we're doing random acts of kindness, we're meditating, we're doing everything to make sure that we're in the position to help all of our CEO moms when they need a helping hand, because we're ready mentally, physically, emotionally, and then also financially, which we'll talk about later. And now we're actually building that village that they say it takes to raise a child by being leading ladies. So I'm going to hand it back over to you, Miss Alicia, to finish talking about the rest of the subgroups.
Thank you, Miss Kimaya, and much appreciation to the leading ladies, and the role that you play in everyone's lives. And actually, I really do resonate, because I actually became a mother later in life. And so I didn't have my first child until I was 30. So for majority of my life, I've actually been a leading lady, and I know what that feels like for people to think that, maybe you have a little bit more free time just because, and it's like, that's farther from the truth. So thank you, Miss Kimaya. Thank you to the leading ladies. These are some of the things that we do as the CEO moms as well. And guys, it really mirrors each other, because we're all a part of the Explosion Soul Tribe. So everything that we do is going to be mind, body, spirit, living legacy. We just have these subgroups so you can really connect with those who have similar backgrounds and similar experiences. And so here are some of the CEO moms that are participating in our fitness challenge this month. We are working on our abs, getting it tight and right. I actually have one of the CEO moms in the room with me, and she's making faces. Yeah, we're working on these abs. We having our water challenge, and we actually doing the line dance. This way we doing the line dance challenge. So the first week was the Tumia line dance. Last week we did the flex line dance, and then this week it's the pressure 305. So all of that goes on inside of our Facebook community, even if you're not a part of the business aspect of it. With any of these subgroups, you can still tap into the Facebook community and participate and be a part of the sisterhood. And so on Fridays we get together and we have our fitness Fridays, and we get together on Zoom and whatever dance where, look, I thought I did it. Okay, so we had salsa before, we had Zumba before. Of course, this month is line dance. And so whatever we're doing, we get on together on those Fridays. Sometimes we have pajama parties where we'll hop on the line, and it's no set order on what we're going to do. We just get on there like you would. We get to be little girls in that moment, right? Of course, sometimes we still hop on the charts. We do have something specifically for that. So that's the aspect of the finances that we'll be talking about. So we'll have the CEO Mom Brew and Pips, where we get up at 2:30 a.m. CST, 3:30 a.m. EST, to look at the charts together. And if you have any questions, we're there to help each other. I'm not the one that's just leading everything, because we all have different levels of expertise that we can contribute in that space. Then we have the CEO Mom, her story, where we've done 22 episodes. I say episodes, live so far. This past 2 weeks, we have been on a break where we have different women getting on the line and just sharing her story, and how the CEO Mom lifestyle, sisterhood, and tribe has impacted their life. And so I love it. I'm passionate about it, because we focus on you getting you back, right? And I feel like I am the poster child, of me getting myself back. And they affectionately call me the original CEO Mom. I think Miss Nellie started that. But this is actually the official original CEO Mom. This is Miss Walterine Guilty, Mr. David Guilty's mother, right? And man, just all of what he saw her go through in life as a woman, as a mother, as an entrepreneur. And a lot of times we give out to a detriment, and he saw her do that. He saw her give and give, and be in give and take relationships, right? Where she gave out, and then when she needed that same in return, nobody was there. Nobody was there that she was given to. And the boss in her to raise him up into the beauty industry, and to be in real estate and pay off homes, like all of that he saw, he was a part of, it was instilled in him. And so here we are with these communities, and he has a passion, not just for women, but for him being in the beauty industry. He started him out in that. His passion is definitely for women, and to see them just be their most authentic self, to see them thrive in life, to see them have financial independence, to see them have a sound mind, and just have solutions to be able to deal with all aspects of life. And that's what he does. He really just builds people, right? That is his heart. And I he focuses on building the person to enhance the life, and in turn we build the business. And so with that being said, this is the CEO Mom mission statement: to build a global tribe and sisterhood. We're big on sisterhood, of women who have a safe space to magnify their voice, and free to walk as their authentic self, to foster confidence, boldness, and create an environment of daily growth to get themselves back, mind, body, spirit, to build an unstoppable living legacy, all while gaining financial awareness, independence, and building wealth. And so that is our heart, and everything that we do is going to be centered around that. Now, as we get into the platform that we're connected with, if you look at this slide, and it talks about who we are as a company, is very similar to what we've been saying, who we are as a tribe. And so it talks about, how can two walk together except they agree, right? So our principles of who we are lines up with the platform that we're connected to: community, technology, education, lifestyle. All of that encompasses us, right? And so those are the things that we're going to be talking about, that you're going to be able to tap into through the business that we're connected with. Now, this is our CEO, Mr. Edwin Haynes. And when I tell you that Mr. Guilty has a firsthand relationship with Mr. Edwin Haynes, they're both businessmen who have years of experience, probably about, I would say, about 50 to 60 years combined of experience in the network marketing industry, right? And just in business in general. Mr. Guilty actually was a six-figure income earner in the beauty industry, retired himself from that to be over here in this space. Mr. Edwin Haynes, he's been in oil and gas, he's been in real estate, and he's also been in the network marketing industry, where he's earned seven figures. And so these two men coupled together, we have an unstoppable force that we get to tap into. Some of the decisions that's been made concerning the company that has benefited us has come from that collaboration of Mr. Haynes speaking with Mr. Guilty, and giving him some tidbits of what he sees, and he takes that and he puts that into play as well. And so it's nothing like when you have leadership that's not just looking at you as a number, but leadership that truly cares about the well-being of who you are, and thinks about, not just you, but knows your children's name, knows your pet's name, right? All of those different things that your CEO of your job probably doesn't know. But that's what we have here. And he's also a father himself. Those are his three boys. And so when people come in and they talk about, leading a busy life and having to manage this and that, and his youngest is very heavily involved in basketball. He takes him to practice. He's there at his games. They go out and play pickleball together. Like, he has all of this stuff going on. So he understands, and he has all of us that he personalizes this business for. So we can show you, it's not about the time that you have, but it's how you utilize the time that you do have. So if you have an hour a week, if you have 2 hours a week, and you're consistent in tapping in, we can show you how to maximize this business. Now, when we talk about seeing people win, it speaks for itself, right? Any company that I've been in with Mr. Guilty, I've always hit a leadership rank and then some. And so here are all of the people who have stepped up, who have hit ranks with us here. And it's more to come. Y'all, we've only been associated with this particular platform since December, and we have hit the ground running, and we're loving what we're doing. And that's why we're on this platform today, so that we can share with you, and hopefully you see some snippet of how, you can see yourself connecting with us and it impacting your life as well. And so I'm now going to give it back over to Miss Kimaya, who we appreciate you, Miss Kimaya. You're out and about, in the car, but you're still being present. And that's what I'm talking about maximizing your business. We still take time. We're on the go, we're on our phones, but she's still getting it in. And we appreciate that. Back to you, Miss Kimaya.
Thank you, Miss Alicia. And yes, as she said, this is what we do. We maximize it, and IQ is something we utilize to help us to make sure that we maximize our time. For example, I always listen to IQ in the morning, and what our IQ platform is, it allows us to be able to tap into our own personal, somewhat of a therapist. A lot of people need that, and we know that during these times and after the pandemic, and a lot of Americans have been dealing with the stress on so many different ways. And I know I can speak for myself, like just from a perspective of the technology industry where I currently work, there's been layoffs after layoffs due to a lot of massive hiring that took place during the pandemic, because a lot of companies needed to buy device and get their infrastructure up to the point to where they can manage a workforce from home. And now they're requiring people to come back into the office, and a lot of people don't want to go back to the office, so they're leaving jobs. Or people are realizing that they can, start their own businesses, like we're here to talk about today. So they're leaving jobs, and then, or the people that are staying at the jobs, they're stressed because now they're doing more for less because of the fact that so many people have quit or been laid off. And so now they have to do the work of 2 or 3 people, or the fact that they don't even know if they're going to have a job because of something like artificial intelligence taking over. So because of IQ, we have the ability to tap in something at the click of a button because of our access, no pun intended, but pun intended, to the information, to leadership, and to people who are able to bring us to platforms that allow us to be able to utilize what we need when we need it. So our access platform allows us to answer 10 questions at any point. I can do it right now. I could do it, and I usually do it in the morning while I'm getting ready for work. I'll answer those 10 questions, and those 10 questions are based on life. It's based on family. It's based on friends, relationships, finances, career, anything that you may be struggling with or going through. Once you answer those 10 questions, depending on how you answer it on a scale of 1 to 10, that the system IQ will regurgitate to you about 9 different things you can do around that. So say if you answered on a scale of 1 to 10, about an 8 for everything except for your finances. When you get done, it's going to give you maybe 3 courses you can take on how to improve your finances, 3 goals you can set to improve your finances, 3 podcasts you can listen to that's going to help you talk about finances, and 3 even YouTube videos or TED Talks and things like that that you can take or listen to that's going to help you improve your finances. I am a fan of the podcast and the YouTube videos because I'm usually listening to it while I'm getting ready for work. So I'm walking around the house, brushing my teeth, finding something to wear, things like that while I'm listening to it. But I'm also able to get my mindset training in at the beginning of the morning, at the very beginning of the day, outside of my meditations and my workouts. So someone else who's been using the the IQ platform very heavily lately is our beautiful Miss Angela Langham out of Atlanta. She is going to come up and talk about, Miss Angela, can you talk about your experience with IQ, how it's been helping you, and then also how has the Soul Tribe encouraged you to tap more into your wellness and use the IQ platform? Miss Angela.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the platform, Miss Alicia, Miss Kamaya. And it is my pleasure to talk about the IQ because for me, the IQ has literally, it's like free therapy to me. I have been looking around, just like I said, just to find some things that would help me with my mind, the way I think sometimes. And the IQ is definitely that place to go, that platform to go, as you explained, just to go to put your mood in, how you're feeling today. And you can be honest about it because it's just you and that IQ. So it's not like it's blasting everything in, and I'm able to put my, what I'm feeling for that day. If I'm angry, whatever it is, I can put it in there and it would definitely give point me to something that will help me for that day. So the IQ is like another drug for me because I can go to it. By the time I go through those videos, by the time I get through with those questions, answering those questions, honestly, it's like a journal to yourself, a private journal. And you can look over it and be like, wow, that really helped. So it really does help me personally. My experience with it is awesome. So I like going to it. I might not post everything. I know we get to post what we have for that day, but I may not post it every day because it's so personal to me. So I just leave, and for those that I think, okay, somebody else will get something out of this, I would definitely share it. So yeah, I'm kind of selfish with it sometimes. I'm sorry. But so for the tribe, it's like it goes hand in hand. Again, once again, our tribe, that's free therapy. When I look at when I just like her story and some of the things that we, the ladies had shared over the times of her story, that was therapy for everyone. They were able to be themselves. They were able to literally just pour themselves out without any judgment, without feeling bad. It was a couple of times I poured myself out and I didn't feel bad. I was like, oh, that was good, versus, you're talking to someone and after you're done talking to them, you have this, oh, I don't think I should have said that, or I don't think, because you never know. But with being with the tribe and everything with the leading ladies, even with the leading ladies, being a part of them and listening to their stories and with the CEO moms, it's awesome to me. The experience of it is so awesome that I would have never imagined that I could be with a group of ladies, share my story, share, even some of the things that I might not want to say to anyone. And I have definitely said it with no remorse and no regret. And it's freedom. It is freedom. So this is, like I said, this is a freedom platform. This is free therapy. This is what someone would go and pay thousands of dollars for, to sit on someone's couch and tell somebody all of their problems and probably walk away still feeling bad, or not feeling, to say that, oh, well, okay, I'm good now. No, with our tribe, you get up here, you say what you want to say, you cry, you laugh, you do whatever, and with the fitness that we're doing on Fridays, as Miss Alicia said, it's all therapy. It's all therapy. So it is it doesn't waste your time. It's well worth your time. I want to say that. And I just want to say thank you to Mr. Guilty, because for him to have this type of visionary, for women to come together, even with the men, with a few good men, but for him to have this type of visionary to bring women in to go through, getting yourself back, or as they would say, get yourself, not even yourself back, but a better self, a better version of you. of who you are, to bring that better part out of you, not just be better, not just be a good, well, that good part or bringing yourself back, but you want to be better than the person than yesterday, put it that way. And so back to Mr. Guilty, the vision that he had and he brought it forth, the leadership that he brings forth, and it's awesome to have a male to come in, bring leadership, bring vision with no division, but with unity, and that's what he does for us. So I hope that's all, that I answered everything. And then as far as him doing the Few Good Men, which I'm looking forward to my kings getting on that Few Good Men and being a part of that as well. And then our Living Legacy Ladies, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that because I'm right around the corner. So I'm looking forward to be a part of that too. So thank you, Ms. Kamaya. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Miss Angela. Yes, ma'am. Everything we do is pushing us to be that 1% better every day. And if we do that 1% better every day, we go from good to great to unstoppable, and we're 365% better every single year. So thank you so much, Miss Angela Langham, out of Atlanta. And so now I'm going to go ahead and hand it back over to Miss Alicia.
I absolutely love that. What stood out is she said freedom. This is what this represents. It's freedom, and whatever that means to you, however freedom looks in all aspects of your life, you get to tap into that, y'all. Yeah, that's just that aspect alone. Can y'all tell I got a little hype, a little excited about that part? And we're just getting started on what we have to offer. We also have the travel lifestyle. So you get you with your mind and your spirit, you get you with your body, and then you get to tap into and travel the world in a first class manner, maybe that you couldn't do before. So these are the different places that, well, some of the places that we've been to Dubai, we've been in Mexico plenty of times, we've been in Vegas, we've been in Houston, Atlanta, North Carolina, Louisville. We're traveling internationally, we're traveling domestically, right? We're getting people stamps on their passports for the first time, and we're able to do that. A lot of the part is because we get to save up to 70% off anytime that we travel the world. Let's see what's happening. We get to save up to 70% off anytime that we travel the world, and we're doing it like in a grand manner. So we're not just saying, okay, you can save up to 70% off, and then we're going to put you like in a 2-star hotel. No, we're putting you in 4-star hotels, 70% off. You also get to use it as a tax benefit and write it off on your taxes as well. And it's so much more that is back there. We have concierge services. We're saving not just on our hotel stays, but we're also saving on our flights as well. We have rental cars that are back there. We have shoppers discounts. You can get discounts on Sam's Club's memberships and whatever restaurants that are back there. We have all of that back there that is associated with our travel. This is one of the examples that I have found. The public price going to Honolulu, you all, the public price was $2,500. Your savings was $868, and you would have paid $1,600. Now, this was for an entire week, right? And you can go back there and you can do it by if you want a 4-star property, 3-star property, you can also go back there and toggle by savings. So if you want to see the properties that have the highest savings, that can come up first. If you wanted to do it by price, you can do that as well. But I'm actually going to remove myself out of the way, and we're going to bring back to this wonderful platform. I affectionately call her my DJ. That's my DJ. That introduced us from the very beginning. She's actually a travel agent as well. And so for her to be a travel agent and still see value in our travel platform, that speaks volumes. So Miss Deanna, can you come back to this platform and give us your experience in tapping into this as travel, with you traveling with your sons, and just all the benefits that it plays with you being a mom?
Well, thank you, Miss Alicia. And hey again, guys. As Miss Alicia said, that I am a travel agent. But before I was a travel agent, I just knew that I wanted to travel. I wanted to get to places that I've never seen before. But anytime that you think about travel, and I'm so glad that you mentioned this, Miss Alicia, that it's international and domestic, because a lot of people forget the domestic part and they just go straight to international anytime you think about travel. And one quote that just resonates with me is that, somebody said that if you want to experience God, then you need to travel. And you need to see the creation that God created. And you won't be able to do that from your four walls of your home. You just won't be able to do that. And it's something that's just amazing about getting on an airplane and just traveling somewhere, whether it's 2 hours away, whether it's 30 minutes away, just getting somewhere where you don't know the area, you haven't never experienced it. There's so much different cultures in literally every state, every city that you can go to. And so a lot of people, as a travel agent, they come to me asking for discounts. I'm not a discount giver. I book travel and I create experiences, but I'm not there searching for cheap travel. I'm not a cheap person. And I tell people all the time that I'm a travel snob. So in order for people to travel the way that I like to travel at a discounted rate, I need a platform that actually offers that. And that's something that we have. And so anytime that, they ask me about it, I could tell them about our travel platform. But not only that, I love points. So, you have a lot of people who have, Delta Sky Miles or, the AA Advantage was, the American Airlines. All the different airlines have different point systems that you can utilize for airfare and stuff like that. Even hotels have it. And so you tap into that, and people are so used to tapping into that they forget that there are other platforms, and that's one that we have as well. Whenever you travel, you get points, and you can utilize that as well. But you can also use your credit card and get points from that. You can, there's so many ways to get discounts on your travel, but we can just start here. You have to start somewhere. So you can start here by saving up to 70% on your travel, and you can travel like a travel snob. I mean, that just makes so much sense, right? We always say, make it make sense. That makes sense. But because people are so used to going to specific sites like Priceline and Travelocity, different things like that, they'll rather go there than to go to our sites or partner with us and get the 70% off, because it's not popular. So we do things that aren't popular. We're not going with the grain. We go against the grain. We are salmon. We go against the grain, but we get the prize. You know what I'm saying? We get the discounts and different things like that. So if you are a part of Access and you are not utilizing this platform, I implore you to do so. And if you are not a part of Access and you would like travel at 70%, up to 70% off, and be able to travel like a travel snob, I implore you to utilize this platform, because it's amazing. Why wouldn't you want to travel the way that you see other people on Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, and things like that, traveling at a discounted rate? And they're utilizing the points, but they don't have our system. So you can utilize what they're utilizing and utilize what we have. You have the advantage. You just have to take care of it. So, Miss Alicia, back to you.
Yes, thank you, Miss Deanna. You get to travel like a travel snob. So in other words, you're saying they get to take a vacation instead of just taking a trip. Because it's the difference between they don't know no more trips no more. No more trips where you have to max out your credit card. You're concerned about what bill you got to pay when you get back. Now y'all gonna see, we'll show you how to save on your travel, and then we also gonna show you how you can make some money to pay for your travel as well. But again, I'm gonna bring Miss Kimaya back to the line. I think y'all twins in that aspect. I think y'all both travel snobs. Miss Kimaya, that is her favorite pastime, is traveling the world. I don't know how much she likes to stay domestically though. I think she's more of an international chick. She does it in grand style, and I love to see her out there really having, it's one thing to say to have a leading lady lifestyle, but she's out there and she's actually experiencing it. She's actually doing it. She has the receipts and she has the photos for proof. So Miss Kimaya, come back to the line and tell us about your aspect of travel from a leading lady perspective and utilizing our platform.
Thank you, Miss Alicia. Yes, ma'am. And yeah, what you said, it's the difference between taking a vacation and a trip. And it's also a difference between taking a vacation and going on holiday. So as we try to go on holidays. Holidays is when you go on for weeks and months at a time, and that's a little bit of how the travel snob gets to me. I be wanting to be gone. I don't want to do 2-3 days. I want to be gone for weeks at a time, and that's what I got to do when I took my trip to to Israel and Jordan. As you see in these pictures, was gone over there for a couple weeks. Did the same thing to South Africa and the same thing to Dubai. Gone for a couple weeks at a time, and that's something that we get to do as a leading lady. So yes, the holiday is where you get to be gone for a long period of time. And I'm also, have the credentials to be a travel agent, but again, with this platform being able to save up to 70% off, it's one thing to, if you're booking Priceline and booking Expedia and all of those things, like, yeah, again, you're paying for a trip at that point. But with this opportunity, I get to write off of my taxes, and that part is so important when you're single with no children. And I don't own a home either. And some people, get to write off some things owning a home, but I don't own a home either. And that's not something I'm really necessarily into doing because I rather travel. And having this opportunity, I'm getting the 70% off. I'm getting the points on the credit card. I'm getting the points in the back office. I'm getting the points with the airlines or with the hotel that I'm booking with, and then I'm also getting to write it off. That's the caveat. I'm also getting to write it off when I come home from my vacation. And the more vacations I take, the more write-offs I get because it's a part of the lifestyle of the opportunity. So when you get access, again, no pun intended, you get the real level of access because once you get the discounts, you get to do stuff. Your money goes a lot farther. Put it that way. Your money goes a lot farther on the front end and the back end. And because of what we're learning with the financial literacy aspect of it, we get to even make money off of spending money in other countries, or especially with understanding how the value of the dollar is and how to exchange those currencies in different areas of the world. So now it's not only tapping into my spirit, because I always say, Ms. Deanna hit it right on the head. I say traveling is the most spiritual experience in the world, because once you take off in the plane and you're in the clouds and you experience the water and you're seeing the different cultures and you're immersed in a world that don't speak English, you get to see the creation of God and how it started with just him saying, let there be light. And then the light expanded to this world. And then guess what, y'all? We get to access this world through our marketplace. So what our marketplace is as well is when we get to the access we're giving, not only being able to travel and see other things, we're getting access to a leadership that has connections to different people. And because of his experience in the hair industry, their experience in the hair industry, their experience in being in business, their experience in network marketing, their experience in oil and gas, and experience in the record industry, like, we get to tap into people who have built networks nationally and globally. And because of that, we're getting to tap into things and watch them take off. Again, I spoke about me being in the tech industry. Because of that, I've seen a lot of companies start from zero and started small business accounts in my company. And then as we continue to sell and they continue to grow and they continue to hire, they continue to need more devices and need bigger software and bigger infrastructure and bigger data centers, I watch them go from little companies until major companies that 2 and 3 and 4 different account managers are working on. So we get to have access to a marketplace that allow us to become venture capitalists by investing in opportunities that the everyday person would have never been able to see. We're able to see when Snapchat is putting out an IPO, and because now they want to go public, we get to see that firsthand. Opportunities such as that. We get to tap into new products when the metaverse decides that it's going to split its stocks. We get to tap into that because we can see it ahead of time because of our access. We get to tap into things like NFT projects that are built from the ground up, that have the best utility behind it, and understand the value in the NFT products, and then utilize our leadership to know when to hold on to it and when to sell and when to make a profit off of it. I'm on my third NFT now. I've had 3, sold 2, and I'm still holding 1 that's giving me just gave us some reflections just yesterday. So and NFTs, it teach you about more than just the art aspect of it. It teach you how it's tied to cryptocurrency. We're teaching you how purchasing those NFTs get you access to utilize different tools that you can use to build other projects and tap into a different digital economy space that most people don't even realize exists, but is going on right now, right in front of our eyes, with the ability to earn an income from it. So with that, we're learning about it every single day through our Access Academy. And I'm going to let Ms. Alicia come up and talk a little bit more about the Access Academy, because the different classes we're taking are giving us the ability to learn from those. But everything inside the Access Academy, you guys, again, it all works hand in hand because of how we're building our economy, the Soul Tribe economy, and then the Access economy. So over to you, Ms. Alicia.
Thank you, Ms. Kimaya. Hopefully y'all have your pen and your paper and y'all taking copious notes of what everybody is dropping, the nuggets that are being given, because the information that we're giving on this line really isn't common knowledge. Even though it's out there, a lot of times for us and the environments that we're in, it's not common knowledge to us. So what we're giving you, I want you to have that palate cleanse, right? And open to receive. And just because, you may have heard Pookie and Ray Ray or Beth and Emily say that, have a negative experience associated with some of the things that we're talking about, but we're showing you where it is working for us. So I'm going to tap into the crypto side. I'm going to tap into the Forex side, right? And I might have by saying crypto and the foreign exchange market, you might have thought I just cussed you out. Right? You in your body, you might have felt negative emotions. You might have been sitting up at first and you might have sat back and started folding your arms. Cross them arms, sit back up, open up, and hear what we're going to be handing to you. Right? And think about this with the cryptocurrency, right? Because a lot of times people may say, oh, that's a scam and you got to be careful with it, which is true. It is a lot of things out there that are scams. And that's why it's so important that you get with a tribe, that you partner with the community who has the proper information and can teach you how to go about getting in front of the right opportunities, right? Because with anything that you do, there's always a scam. You can click on an email that's sent to you and you think it's from your bank, but it's a phishing email. You click on that link and they're just trying to get your information. It's not really your bank, even though it looks similar. So no matter what's going on, it's always going to be the good with the bad, right? But in this space, we get to learn what type of crypto that we need to invest in. We get to learn how to research the crypto. A lot of times we're in this tribe, we'll volunteer and we'll go and we'll research and we'll give our own findings to the community. And so now we're having a better understanding for ourselves. And when you think about, let's just go with Bitcoin, right? Because that's like the king of Bitcoin, of crypto, is Bitcoin. When you think about Bitcoin, who do you think is one of the number one holders, which they call whales, when you have a whole lot of cryptocurrency of Bitcoin? And I'll give you want to play the Jeopardy music for you. Dun, dun, dun. The U.S. government. They might not have necessarily purchased it. They have different ways of acquiring it because they know the value in cryptocurrency, because they know the value of Bitcoin. Anything that they are wanting to scare you away from, you have to take notice of why they're causing that scare. Right? Just the same thing with the foreign exchange market. A lot of people may think, oh, that is a scam. What do you think your bank is doing? How many people on this line have a checking account has a savings account, has a mortgage, guess what you're doing? And you don't even realize it. You're investing in the foreign exchange market. You're investing in the foreign exchange market. They're using your money to invest in that market, and they're giving you pennies on a dollar. What is it? 0.001% annually for your savings account. And they're making $4 to $6.6 trillion a day. And you're scared thinking it's a scam. And then they're using your money. So you deposit $100. They only have to have $10 sitting in that account. And they taking the rest of it and they putting it in the Forex market. But we're calling it a scam. And so here we get to really learn what's real, what's not, right? We get to cut the fat, and we get to learn it in a space where we can go at our own pace. That's what I love about it, because I don't have to go as quick as somebody else who comes in this platform and this business and this tribe after me. They may get a hold of it, they may run with it, they may surpass my level of understanding and expertise. That's okay, because as long as I keep on my same path, right, just making forward progress every single day, eventually I'm going to get it. The time is going to pass anyway, right? So I might as well stay and stick to this skill that I'm learning is changing the trajectory of my living legacy, of my children. I have 4 children here, and we're actually going to tap into it today. We have a game that's called Crypto Cash, right? So I want it in a manner where I'm learning it. Now it's digestible for them. One of my oldest daughter, she has a demo account where she's actually learning. You see that phone right there? And those are called candlesticks, right? And they're moving up or they're moving down. Well, she's learning what that means. She knows what it means to be in an uptrend or a downtrend. Sometimes she'll get on a demo account and she'll hop in the market before I do. And she is 11 years old. Like I'm just learning this at 43 and she's getting it at 11. Do you see how much further along, not just our children, but everybody who is connected with us? Once we get the information, how everybody in our circles are impacted for the better, because now our minds have been expanded and we're learning the skill set. And if they have ears to see, eyes to see, then they can tap in that too. And that's why you're on the line, because somebody thought of you enough to say, guess what? I have some great information. And I don't just think, I know without a shadow of a doubt that it can work for you. It's working for me, and it may work better for you than it is for me, but I want you to tap into this. Like, they have that heart for you. That's why we're here. We're not here to sell you. We're not here to close you out, because we know what we have. It says taste and see that it's good. We know that it's good. We know that it's great, right? And we know that you can benefit from it. We even have a program depending on how you decide to partner with us, because it's different packages that are available. So how you decide to have access will be dependent on the package that you choose. So at our highest package of executive, you get what's called Gold Diggers. Gold Diggers has a 94% success rate. These are trade ideas that are given out just about on a daily basis. I would say Monday through Friday. And so you don't have to know it all. People say, how soon can I start making money? You can start potentially making money from day one, right? We can show you how to open up your live account. You can also start in a demo account where you're starting with fake money. But if you're at that executive package and you open up your live account and you get a signal from Gold Diggers, you put that trade in, boom. Now 94% of the time, it's a win, right? So that means that 6% of the time, we talked about the risk in the beginning. That means that 6% of the time you're getting a lesson, right? Because it's not perfect, it's not guaranteed, but you could potentially come in and make money on your first day with a Gold Digger signal. So it's all up to you and how you want to tap into this. This is a snippet of, what the charts look like. And why I love to show this is because we'll show you how to set up a chart. And if you see when one of those bars cross that line, right? And then we tell you, okay, to hop in for a buy, right? If you see a green is going up, you're going to hop in for a buy. If you see the candle is red and it's going down past that line, you see where it said sell 1 hour chart, sell 1 hour chart. So that means every single time that candlestick broke that line, I got to hop into a sell on that chart. Now that's multiple times. So I'm already making money from the top going all the way down, right? That's one trade alone. Then I hopped in a second time, y'all, and this was my actual live chart. Then I hopped in for a second time. I got in on that sale. So that's another trade. This making money again. I hopped in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times because of a strategy that we've learned, right? Coupled with my own knowledge. Now, you never take away from your own style and what you know, right? So you still trust your instincts. You just add as you get more tools, you put it in the toolbox, right? And so coupled with my own knowledge and another strategy that we're learning, I was able to get into all of these trades in one day. Do you think that was a good day or a great day or unstoppable day for me? It was all the above. And those are the things that you get to tap into as well if you decide to partner. These are some of the trades that some of our team members have made. Now, I like to show you the $3, the $1, the $6, right? Because it's not all, everybody's on different levels. Some people come in and making $143. Some people come in and making $800. Like you see the diverse levels and skills, right? And so I want to bring up Miss Cooper, Miss Angela Cooper, who is also, of course, in Atlanta. And she's going to tell you her aspect of trading from a beginner level.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, lady. Thank you for being on the line.
Thank you, Miss Alicia, for having me. First, I would like to let everyone know that I am 63 over, so you can guess the rest of the over, okay? And when it came to trading, for some reason, I was a little slow, although I think I'm pretty smart, but getting in there, learning the candlesticks, and with the people, all my sister on Facebook that has helped me to understand. I reach out to them and they reach back to help me understand the candlesticks, help me understand the charts and how to read the charts. And it lets you know, no matter how old or how young you are, you can do it, especially if I can do it. And I am a beginner and I am making, when I made my first buy, it was like, that did it. You know, I was really happy to learn that I was capable of doing it. And I've learned through the whole community, the CEOMOMS, the community as a whole, that get rid of the fear. And the way that I got rid of the fear is that I don't go out to eat lunch. You know, I pay $10 or $15 for my lunch. Why not take that money and hold on to it till you get a certain amount and put it in your live account? At first, I did start off with a demo account, and I was reluctant to start off with a live account because I figured I had to take money out of my savings account that I didn't want to lose. But when you take money from your lunch money, from your snacks and stuff like that, and put it together and put in there, it's money that the fear go away because you were gonna have that money anyway, you know, but it's gonna profit you. Yes, you're gonna learn a lesson, but you're gonna gain from it too. And that, the community, the CEOMOMS, they have helped me with that, especially with some of my 2:30, 3:30 morning, sitting there, and they sit there and listen to me. I mean, if it takes them a whole 15 minutes to explain the same thing over and over again till I get it, and I got it. And I'm retiring in a couple of years. So this is a skill that I'm gonna have, that even if inflation goes up, you know, well, if inflation comes, and of course my retirement, they don't put that in your retirement right away. So I got an extra income to come in. I got a grandson, 1 year old, that I can take care of. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. The educators are really good, but the team, the CEOMOM, Soul Tribe, everybody bring it back to a area that you can tap in and individually get that one-on-one, which that's what I needed, you know. So that was really good. I enjoyed that. So like I say, with trading, if I can do it, you can do it. Even with the CEOMOM, with the fitness, even though I'm up in age, I'm still high impact with exercise. Okay, so I enjoyed the squats, the smoothie, the hula hoop, jump rope, Zumba, and I have rhythm, but I just don't do a lot of line dancing, but this is fun. I mean, I can move, but it's just something that I never really got into as I got up in age. And it's just, like I said, my sisters, it's just, even if you, I mean, you have kids, they can join you, or if they sleep, especially on Friday, you can't go nowhere. You just get on and look like you partying with your sisters and you having a good time with them. And I enjoy that so much. I do. And I just feel that as the age that I am, and to find a man that understand women like he do, and not only that, he can individually tell you, if you reach out to him, he can individually tell you, you know, okay, you can do this, you can do that, as long as you're coachable now, you know. And I'm still kind of slow, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. Hey, age, it does keep you do get settled in your ways, but I'm getting there. But I feel so great, so good to be in this community. Because one, when I retire, I know I'm gonna have an extra income. Two, I know that I have sisters. I mean, when they posted different affirmations, you know, if you feel bad, get on Facebook, look at the affirmation. You can, I mean, it just makes a big difference going to work. They're asking you, you smile all the time, but they don't know my secret, you know, what's going on, you know, with me, you know, and it just makes a big difference. But I thank David Guilty for this soul tribe, all these different groups that he has allowed us to be a part of. And it's no one person in charge. If you got talent, give it to us. If you know some exercise or something you want us to do, tell us. Like say, you don't have to be in the business. You can be with Facebook and join us and see the fun that we're having. But we're all about making sure I'm going to be healthy when I retire, and when I get this residual income and pull Social Security, and don't worry about inflation. So, you know, any age you can do it. So back
Thank
to you.
you, Miss Angela. She just dropped the mic. She is representing the Living Legacy ladies over there. Yes. Look, you got your sister over here, Miss Diane, raising the roof, giving you kudos, ma'am. I absolutely love it. Well said. Nothing else behind to add to that. Thank you for being on the line, Miss Cooper. You yes, exceeded my expectations. We're gonna keep on traveling right back there in Atlanta, and we have another beginner with Miss Brandy. Miss Brandy is still fairly new, maybe a couple of months into this thing. Tell us your experience so far with still being in your demo account, still learning, you know, the basics of what we're doing. How has this experience been for you?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear, lady. Thank you for being on the line.
Great. Thank you. First of all, let me just say thank you so much for allowing me to speak on this platform. Thank you, Mr. G, for putting this community together. Thank you to my best friend for even introducing me to this community. So I'm so honored. I also want to give honor to my husband and my family for allowing me each and every time I have to step away to even participate in Zooms, even get in other communities so I can learn. But just thank you to everyone that is on this call today, because I did invite some family and friends. So thank you so much for tuning in to hear me speak. So with all that being said, I am Brandy Boyd. I joined this community probably about a few months ago. I am fairly new to trading. However, I'm super excited about this new adventure because what I realize is trading is all about investing. And I'm in a season right now. I run multiple businesses. I have my health and wellness business. I have my beauty business, and this access is another business. So all of my family and friends that's on this call, I just want to be an example and show you that it can be done, but you just have to know when to pivot and start stepping out and learning new things. So that's what I'm in right now. I am learning trading because my whole goal is to eventually retire from the chair. So if I know that that's one of my goals, what am I doing now in this season to set myself up to retire? And the thing that I'm doing is learning that I need Wi-Fi money. Trading is all about Wi-Fi money. So with that being said, I'm watering my seeds for my future harvest. I believe that as long as I continue to show up, as much as I continue to tap in, as much as I continue to put myself in new environments and learn this skill, because it is a skill. It's not something that I'm going to learn overnight. And I know that. But I also know and understand and trusting the process. I stand 10 toes down on trusting the process. So if I can just be an example to one person, if not many, that if you see my work, if you see me starting to evolve, it's only because I'm doing the work, I'm watering my seeds, and I'm trusting the process. So yes, I'm super excited about this trading. Thank you so much, Coach Lee, for each and every time. You're just always one phone call away. You always take the time to just speak with me each week when I'm ready, meeting people where they are. It's no pressure. So anyone that's listening to this call today, just know that there is more out there. And now is the time. If it hasn't taught us nothing else, we are clearly in a recession and we all need multiple streams of income. So trading, if you have not tapped in, this may be a skill set you don't want to miss out on.
Boom. Oh my gosh, Miss Boy. Yes, and she threw up the X, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna run around. It's so funny. I'm gonna run around.
Yeah.
Y'all got me. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Everything that she said. Everything that she said, it's a skill. It's going to take time. You have to learn it. But I mean, you both talked about retirement. You talked about guarding against inflation. Like, what do you really have outside of your job your job is not gonna allow you to do that? What do you have that you can tap into that you can really retire from? As Miss Cooper said, that retirement account that doesn't account for inflation. Like, and if I'm formerly behind the chair, I know what that feels like. And most people don't have an exit strategy. You just said you found your exit strategy. Oh my, thank you, Miss Brandy. Like, you gave us chill bumps in this room. Thank you, Miss Brandy, for being on this line. Look, she may be new to this space, but she's not new to being an entrepreneur. She's not new to being in business, but she also realized that there was still a need for growth, and she allowed herself to open up right inside of this community a little bit at a time, as she sees that we are who we say we are, and we're building that trust. But first, it's about relationship. She trusted Miss Tangia when we were in Atlanta to say, I'm gonna come out and support you. And now she's here, right? And now she has people on the line who entrusted her to just be in this space just because she was a part of it. And she's hoping that the same way she just trusted Miss Tangia, she just came out just to support her, and she saw a skill that was probably she was praying for something, and then this turned up. She supported her friend, and now she has an exit strategy, and she's hoping that you can see some value where you can benefit now from what she's a part of as well. So thank you, Miss Brandy, for being on this line. I appreciate you, ma'am.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all, that's what we do. It's not scripted, right? You can be who you are. You actually are going to be more of who you are than you've ever been. Because a lot of times when we're used to our own environment, we're used to not even consciously, but subconsciously interacting in a certain manner. And now you're going to say mask off. I'm just going to touch on this real quick because we just talked about it, right? We do have a referral program where you can start earning money just from sharing this business with other people, like what we're doing right now. And we're collaborating together. So we're all helping each other to build. The lowest is, you've seen a lot of people at Gold, $400, $800, $1,800, $4,500 a month. Those are all attainable, and you can hit those just by showing somebody value, right? Miss Tangia invited Miss Brandy, right? Business besties. Miss Brandy invited other people. Miss Chanel may have people on the line. Miss Kimaya might have people on the line. whoever you invited, you're sharing them in this space, and now you can build a business together. You can walk hand in hand, and what I do benefits you and what you do benefits me, and now we can make an additional set of income from that. Yeah, we have so many different ways that you can tap in, but it depends on how you decide to tap in. As I said before, the different investment packages that we have. The lowest package is our influencer, where it's $79.99. You get the crypto space, you get the Forex space. We go up to our core package, it's $239.99. Now that includes the travel that you heard Miss Kimaya and Miss Deanna talk about. It also includes the crypto space and the Forex space. It includes the marketplace as well. And then when you get to the executive package, there's more perks and benefits. So now you have concierge, you have other amenities in that travel portion that you're not going to necessarily get when you're at that core package, right? Oh, both of the core and the executive club include the IQ. The influencer does not include that IQ that you heard Miss Angela Langham talk about in the beginning, where you have basically your own therapist right here at your fingertips. So it all depends on how you want to tap in. This one is $739.99. There is a monthly investment cost that's associated with each package. And what that does is it actually opens you up to those write-offs that we talk about. Being I have a degree in accounting and business management, right? And so that investment, that monthly investment, it shows the IRS that now that you're in pursuit of a profit. And so now you're open up to over 400 deductions that you did not have before when you're just a W-2 wage owner. But then when you tap into like a 1099, you get to open like my mortgage, a portion of my mortgage I write off, a portion of my internet, my cell phone bill, all of these. And when I travel in my vehicle for business, when we're taking these flights, all because we pay that monthly investment that opens the door for now almost majority of what I do to be a tax write-off. So y'all, this is CEO Moms meets leading ladies and the lifestyle that we get to live because we're partnered with this platform, because we're partnered with this tribe, because we have a visionary in Mr. David Guilty, who shows us how to maximize all aspects of this business, but who shows us how to get ourselves back first, because we can have all the investments, we can have all the travel, but if we don't have the tools and how to deal with the different obstacles that come up in life, none of that is going to mean anything. So this has been a pleasure to be before you all, to host with Miss Kimaya. Thank you for tapping in from the car as you're out and about. Thank you, Miss Deanna, for opening up and being a part of this platform. Miss Angela Langham, Miss Angela Cooper, Miss Brandy Boyd, you all did an excellent job. Y'all always exceed my expectations. You know, I just have goosebumps. And thank you all. We did go a little bit over an hour for still just seeing value in this information, that you're still in this space with us. I appreciate you, Mr. Guilty, and all that you do for, you know, the community, the tribe, and for me personally, of being my guide and guru in life. And so that's it, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Till next time, tick, tick, forever, boom.
Boom.
Tick, tick, boom.
Boom.
Tick, tick, boom. Thank you.